It is hard for us as parents and counselors and teachers to tell you all how much we love kids, and I love kids. I have a bunch of kids and took a bunch of kids in. But when my first son was born, I used to wake up every night for his every breath. You know how babies cry? They go, and then you hear that one that goes like this, and my wife would go, it's choking! And I'm like, and the baby's laying there going, ha 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 ha. Take me to my mother, Fatso. I need to be fed. Hurry. Quick, move along. Well, the more kids I had, look up here, good. The more kids I had, the less afraid I got, because we're moms and dads and teachers and counselors. We worry about your well-being. We get scared. My first kid, I was like, oh no, Icky, don't put that in your mouth. Icky. And I had my second kid, and I was like, no, don't eat that. And then I had my third kid, and I go, tastes good? And I had my fourth kid, and I go ahead, eat it! Did I get any better at being a dad? No, I just realized, blessed are the flexible, for they shall not get bent out of shape. You can come up here and sit so you can see around. Come on. Yeah, good. That'll help you. Good. Now, we all love you guys, and we want you to think about, you go through, all kids do, so did we, early childhood development. Like when you're 5. What's the difference between a 5-year-old and a small puppy? After a while, the puppy stops whining. You know how little 5-year-olds go, I like it when they go, and then you're a little bit older, you're like 6 or 7 or 8, and you're like, a bird could land on your lip. You're like, you're not the boss of me. Quit butting in line. Turn around. No, you turn around. No, you turn around. No, turn around. And then you're in middle school, and everybody in middle school starts to go like this. Whatever. Talk to the punk, you're not the bomb. There's your daughter, whatever, no dash, shut up, I don't think so, I better my shut up. Talk to the pinky, the breath is stinky. And I'm like 8th graders and high school girls, when they get on the cell phone, they're like, I couldn't believe it. She was like, texting. I'm like, stop. And 8th grade boys on the phone, and high school boys. Oh, shit. Who is this? And we love you, and we're trying to figure out how to help you get all the way through and figure it out. You don't even know sometimes you're making choices. If you're having a hard time seeing back there, you can move up to the front. Attaboy. Now, first, I mean, like, we all talk like this. I mean, it's so funny because, when we're trying to figure it out, my 3-year-old doesn't know he's making choices. My 3-year-old's like this. He goes, I go, what? He's got my crayon. Get another crayon. Yeah. Why not? Because he got the one that I most wanted. Who doesn't see there's 63 other choices? And we're like laughing because, just start laughing because my nephew, I love my nephew, he doesn't even know how to make choices. You know what we call him? It's so funny. We call him Mr. NCAA. No clue at all. He's like this, he goes, there's popsicles in the refrigerator. Yeah? Well, they're like 4 different flavors. Yeah? Well, like, what flavor should I have? He's not kidding! You ever see him watch TV? What's on TV? I don't know, Greg. It's not even on. Oh, yeah. What did I watch? I don't know, ABC, NBC, PBS. Watch whatever you want. I think I'll go back to bed. Well, the reason you're laughing is we love you, but there's so many kids you don't know they're making choices. And it starts when you're little. And you don't even know, guys, we love you. You know, you're great kids. But you don't even know you're, like, look at right now, when you're watching television, you guys sit at home in front of a remote control with your handheld remote control in front of the TV set, watching TV like this. Or you're playing some video game going. In front of the computer. You're sitting at home in front of the computer like this. Figure out how to raise you. We love you, but look, you gotta talk in your hearts too, not just your brain. There was a great teacher by the name of Miss Keller. She was blind, and they said, "Well, Miss Keller, it must be hard for you to be blind." And she said, "Well, it would be if I had no vision, because we see with our hearts." We want you to see with your hearts. Sometimes when you see the kid at school who picks on people the most, who teases people the most, who hurts people and is a bully, that's when you know that hurt people hurt people. Some kids have so much pain at home they can't take anymore at school. And some kids have so much pain at school from other kids teasing them they can't take anymore at home or school. We got to learn to be respectful. I had a little 8-year-old kid, because we don't know the pain little kids hold sometimes. He's only 8, but he was like, I go, "Hey, who here has a responsibility?" He goes, "Mr. Mike, I have a responsibility that sometimes when my dad gets drunk and hits my mom, that I would take my baby brother and I hide the baby in the closet so he won't hurt him, because he shook him before." I go, "Taylor, buddy, I just sat down. I don't know if I was ready for all that, but you needed to tell me that right away, didn't you?" "Yes, sir." I said, "Why do you think you needed to tell me that right away, Tay?" "Mr. Mike, everybody needs to meet a kind stranger to tell their secrets to so they can get help." Now, he's only 8, but he understands we're interconnected. And we are a community here. The little boy that you're, look up here now, the little boy that you're picking on and teasing and maybe making him feel bad is someday going to be the paramedic that comes over to your house later on in life and lifts your infant baby boy up out of the bathtub and helps him. And the little girl, you're listening, we're not laughing. And the little girl that we laugh at because she can't read well, and you don't know that she's dyslexic, she doesn't read like others. The eye carries it differently to the brain. She's also working on English as a second language, and kids laugh at her because she can't read well. They hurt her so bad. Someday she'll be the nurse that sits up all night long with your mom in the hospital taking care of her after an accident. And the little boy, you call names and you make fun of him all the time, and you call him crybaby, insisting he gets hurt so bad he puts iPhones in because he just is so tired of people hurting him. Someday he'll be the emergency room physician who saves a member of your family, and you'll remember who he was and that you could have stood up for him, and you should have. But you were afraid then that bullies and teasers would have made you the target. And you didn't know that bullies and teasers don't have real friends. They have fearful followers, afraid they'll become the target of the bully. And When you see a kid at school who picks on people and laughs at them the most, he's the sickest and the one in the most pain. Think with your hearts. There's a little girl that goes to school here. She doesn't tell you, but she's got a mommy at home who's been very sick. And she is the mom at her home, taking care of her brothers and sisters and packing their lunches and getting their homework done. And when she comes to school, there's a few cool kids who make fun of her, and they make fun of her, and they tease her, and they laugh at her. They don't know all the pain she has at home. So they make fun of her clothes, they make fun of her hair, they make fun of her. And if you ever did get to know her and show some respect for her, someday you might hang a $100,000 piece of her artwork on your wall at home, because she's a remarkably gifted human being. Hurt people, but pain shared is pain divided. And joy shared is joy multiplied, where we help each other. We look around and we find ways to include each other and look out for each other. You don't even know sometimes the pain we put out there to other kids. Dr. Martin Luther King said, it's not the bullies that hurt us the most, it's our best friends and classmates that don't defend us. It's not the bullies that hurt us the most. It's our best friends and classmates that stand by when we're abused and say nothing. And that turns us into bullies, because when we get hurt, we want to hurt others. We want to get payback. And who do we hurt the most? The kids around us who've already been hurt a lot. They don't need it. Think with your heart. You don't have to blow someone else's candle out to make sure yours shines brighter. Think like that. How we treat each other. And you're good kids. And when you were little, that's why I love little kids, because they speak from the heart, crack you up. I was with kindergartners, and I go, what did you learn today by what I said? Don't let their bad day be your bad day, or your bad day be their bad day. Don't play angry tag. Wow. We play angry tag. We hurt other people. If we're angry, we make them angry. Then they make someone else angry. They go home and make their mom and dad angry, their brothers and sisters. They hurt their animals. Think with their hearts. I had another little kid. What did you learn? Don't let your sad turn to mad, because then it all gets bad. He's so smart. And he's only 5. I love little kids because they teach my heart. My little boy comes in one night at 3 in the morning. You know how funny little kids are? He comes in early in the morning in his pajamas, and you hear him. Daddy! And always take your eye and go like that. What? I didn't mean to yell at you. Just tell me what you want. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. And he goes, Dad, I never get any mail. Everything marked occupant is yours, starting tomorrow morning. I love my daughter Katie. She's so sweet and funny. When she was a little girl, I took her down to the bench. She cracks me up. She's 3, and I put her up. And I'm signing the check. And this lady, 3 tellers up, does the big sneeze. She goes, and the whole band stops. And the lady goes, and I go, Katie, what do you say to that? What do you say to this lady? I wanted her to go, God bless you. She goes, cover your mouth. How does it cover your mouth? Cover your mouth like a vampire cake. Cover your mouth like a vampire cake. I learned that on Sesame Street. Cover your mouth down like that. And little kids, man, when you're talking to kindergartners and parents, I said, do you know what self-esteem is? And a 5-year-old goes, self-esteem is like when you're outside and it's real cold and you start to talk and steam comes right out of your mouth.